Hi, it's Rich here from Crafty Gamer Clan, back with a video in the Burning Crusade again. This will be another farming video, and we are in Terokkar Forest, near the main capital space, just outside of Shatra City, next to this little lake up here, which will be flying around. And then what we're going to be farming for will be Dampscale Basilisk eyes. Not quite sure. I'm not sure if it's for reputation or some sort of craft. They do seem to have a bit of value to them. And then, of course, you can get, I believe, nut hide leather and crystal infused leather from these. So I'm just going to quickly do a quick run around, show you the route that I take. And again, skinning is good to have for this, for the leathers, but I don't think it's required at all for the drops that we're going for. First, one of the fell scales, which is not what we're after, but a nice bonus drop. There you go. So basilisk eyes, according to region market average value 326, but I've sold some on this server for around about 200 gold. Again, just do about 5-10 minutes, show you the loop around here, around the southeast end of the pool. And of course there's a few nodes as well around here. Pick those as you go through. Generally cobalt and adamantite. Yet to come across a corium in this area. That's not saying that it's not possible, but I don't think I've seen one as of yet. As you can see, these do kind of drop fairly frequently. So any other drops that you get alongside that will be nice little bonuses. And what you can do once you get to this end of the pool, so you're going to follow it around either clockwise or counterclockwise there around the pool itself. Then you can follow across this hilly ridge here and then circle back around to the start. So I'll show you that route as well. The green basilisks that we were just killing there come back fairly quickly, whereas these iron spine petrifiers tend to spawn back maybe every 2 or 3 loops round. Definitely worth farming because it's just extra chance at loot as you cycle your way back down. Make your way back down south. There we go, got our first crystal infused leather there. My kind of intention is do all of my gathering for materials and do a mass farm for all of those. Make sure I've got a few hundred of everything. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and spam level up one of each craft for BC, and then repeat that for Wrath, and then the same through Cataclysm, before finally cycling back to Old World, because I think the 300 levels of Old World stuff, you kind of want to just burn through the leveling process on those as quickly as. Tend to not necessarily want to touch those unless it's a really really good deal on a recipe on the auction house or something. That's how I kind of stopped playing the game towards the end of Mr. Pandaria. So Cataclysm and behind that, all the way back to the original Vanilla WoW. Those are what I call the more OG sections of the game. Bit weird, but that's just me. As you can see here, I'm just cycling back around there. Not quite sure on what to do with all of the chunk of basilisks. All that meat. It's probably a really good recipe somewhere I could use it all on, but I generally just vendor those away. And then I'm going to fly back over here to the start, and then hopefully our first one will be spawned back in again. Try and keep this under 10 minutes. I'm going to go back around once more. Hopefully a little bit quicker this time. It's also a really good place if you want to just spam out all the levels on fishing for Burning Crusade. Just park yourself down next to Old Man Barlow, and then you can just go through all of those there. Right in the water here. As you can see, we're just slightly ahead of the spawn. So we get to this end, and have a look up here, but I'm pretty sure there'll be nothing here. Yep, so these will take a good couple of circuits around the little small pond or lake or whatever you want to call it. You'll have to go around there at least 2 or 3 times before you see any of the darker purpley blue basilisks come back. Most of these are already back here again. So if I go over here, yep, you can just do that in a circle if you wanted. But I think that'll drive you ever so slightly mad. Any bit of variation isn't the worst thing in the world. You would be. I have got money on this character, so you would be hitting up any of those nodes in a normal farm and dual farming or triple farming for everything as you go where possible, maximum efficiency. But you don't want to stray too far from the path, especially if you've got stuff that's spawning relatively quickly. over there. Feline deposit. There we go, so about 3 passes round. Have these guys back again. The iron spines. Not sure if their drops are too much different. They drop the eyes, which is the main thing that we care about. There you. I think we'll call it there. So roughly a 10-minute farm. Possibly a lot less time with something a bit quicker like a druid with travel form and any speed enchants. I'm kind of just in a random mishmash of stuff where I've gone through a bit of Mists of Pandaria and a bit of Warlords of Draenor. Nothing amazing. I think I bought the weapons off the auction house. Yeah, I did. Just try and get something with a decent eye level for level 50. Not sure whether that's too good or not. But absolutely zero enchants or anything added into any of this gear, as this is almost like my Pathfinder kind of character. It's my first foray back out into the world. And then I'm just going to go real quick, see if I can work out what these Dampscale eyes could be used for. I'm not sure if it's just part of a recipe. Oh, there you go. It's to do with reputation for the Scryers faction. Yeah, there you go. And I'm guessing not too many people can be bothered to go and farm these, hence commanding the price. Let me just have a look at the sale rate. So you got 0.03, which is pretty good for some of the old world stuff. Yeah, a couple of those crystal infused levers, scales as well, alongside any not high leather scraps or straight up leather that you managed to pick up along the way. So yeah, about 7,500 for roughly 10 minutes work. Not too bad as and when it sells, but again, selling it is the main part of the battle. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch up with you guys again soon, and goodbye.